Gracias por ver la esquina de Jody. Thank you for watching Jody's Corner.
YouTube was good. It's your boy Jody Joe. Welcome to Jody's Corner. We are giving you guys a CoCo spoiler review, baby.
Yes.
I got JoJo here with us for the first part of the review. Hey, little JoJo, do you remember what it was like to go watch CoCo? Do you want to review it real quick? Tell them what you think about CoCo.
I think CoCo is the most awesomest movie. I really... What?
Go ahead. You sound... It's cool.
I really think I like the skeleton part the most.
Oh, you like the dead family? Yeah. Okay. What was your favorite character? Who was your favorite? The main boy? Yeah. Hey, what was his name, X-Files?
Miguel.
Miguel?
Yeah.
Miguel.
Miguel.
Yes. All right. What else did you like about the film?
Well, mostly that's it.
That's it. Well, all right. I guess we'll. X-Files, what's up, bro? You saw CoCo. You know good and dang well I put that on my #1 all-time Disney movie. CoCo is the #1 Disney movie of all time for me, and X-Files couldn't believe it. Yeah. But you've seen the film, bro. What you think?
Seen the film,
bro.
I love the visuals. It was spectacular. It was the spirit guides. It was the animals. They look so beautiful. I was like, man, this is amazing artwork. It was the visuals, all of that, and I like, bruh, Pixar / Disney had done the Hispanic culture justice.
Yep, facts.
I'm finna go get my hat.
This got more culture than Mulan, dog. It's got more culture than Mulan, and it's crazy to say that out loud, but
we're not even gonna go Princess and the Frog.
yeah, you know.
We still go that route.
Can I go get my hat?
Huh?
I'm gonna go get my hat.
No, we're in the middle of a review, so you could go in your room now.
Nope.
Okay. For the movie to have not that high of a budget, to not get that much promotion though, bro, it's one of the best looking Disney films ever.
It was.
It looks sharp, clean, colorful, bro. There was so much love behind this movie, bro. Behind the scenes.
And the only flaw is CoCo had missed one element that every previous Disney film
It's a flaw and a booster, though.
It was the sing-along. I couldn't remember any song.
Bruh.
Hey, but from this
tripping,
film.
Bro. You tripping, bro.
I was like, what?
He overlooks Remember Me.
It wasn't that, bro. It was short. It didn't have a chorus. I'm like, bro.
That's what makes it epic.
I didn't like that.
This film didn't rely on what Disney films normally rely on.
Has that,
I know.
It's the sing along. Every Disney film has that. It's a traditional thing.
Yeah, tradition was broken.
And this broke that
real
shit.
Tradition.
Yes. Yep. This broke the tradition because we didn't need to have an epic song. Hakuna Matata. That's what makes Lion King and Beauty and the Beast. That's a part of their greatness.
That's what makes
CoCo didn't rely on that, and it still was epic, bro.
Yeah.
That's a huge boost for me. You made an epic classic, feel tingly Disney movie, and you didn't do it with songs that I love.
You kept
but the kids have to,
bruh.
The kids
along. Kids love that. Kids love that.
This movie is more.
Even I love that as a child.
This movie is surrounded about music. It's surrounded.
Did you like the songs?
Around music.
Did you like the songs?
You don't even.
Did you like the movie?
Remember it? You don't remember the song.
Get out of here! Get out!
No, I
go!
do.
No, you don't remember.
I do. Yes, I do. I do remember.
All right, we're done. Thank you. Tell everybody goodbye.
I do.
I know, but we have to start, talking about it grown up. Do you have anything else you want to say about the movie?
Nah.
No? Do you think that the kids at home should go see CoCo?
Yes.
What grade would you give CoCo?
30.
30 out of 30, which is an A. A+. All right, good. Thank you, son. Thank you for being here.
Toodles.
See ya.
Toodles. Look.
All right, now she finna get real lit.
That movie trash. No, but
yeah, my son loved it, man.
This movie surrounded around music, bruh. So
it was only 2 parts.
No.
The concert part, and then
hold on.
I'll let you talk.
The culture started with music. The boy wanted to play music. This was a music fulfilling movie.
Yeah,
it didn't need songs to gravitate to the culture of music.
We played the guitar, you know,
Bruh.
like mariachi band, and
He
talking about tamales and shit.
when he
Seen the
first-
grandma walk, bruh. No, that walk, bruh. Oh my
She had to
God.
shoot. That was her weapon.
Oh yeah, now go get my shoe. Oh shoot. I know there's Hispanics that are just like, bruh, this is like my house.
This
You
praise.
feel
They
me?
were reliving, bruh.
But I felt
On
so
point.
It felt so. It didn't just feel like a Hispanic home to me. It really felt like a loving home.
Everybody,
period.
yep.
I could relate to that shit.
Yeah.
Even though I didn't grow up in Mexico or anything like that.
Yeah,
I could
We
relate.
grew up in
to,
LA, so we know what it's like.
Yeah, you.
And we hear that, we see the tamales, we see the elote, corn.
Oh, you saw that in the chorus?
Yeah, they got the elote, bro. All that shit, bro. Food trucks, man. We know the culture. We live in LA.
Yeah.
So this is our home too. This movie was home for us.
Yeah, man.
You feel what I'm saying?
The old, bruh. It just.
This story was just so beautiful. When I said every string was tied in at the end, you went in expecting a movie, a guy to be the pro guy. Oh, he's the good guy. A guy to be the douchebag, and it flipped it.
Yep.
And it flipped it. Most of the time when they flip it, you get upset. But it made it that much better, bro. Enrique de la Fuente, come on, brother.
Elvis Presley.
Woo.
He was
Elvis Presley.
Drake. No,
Yep.
Drake too.
But more
No,
Elvis
no.
Presley. Guitar,
Okay,
Yeah.
white suit.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. Bruh, this dude Enrique de la Fuente, who I loved in the beginning, like I have a son, mijo.
Yeah.
Idolize is the guy, and it turns out that everything is in what it's seen, bruh. He had ghostwriters. It was just bad. He is not
His
talented.
friend-
No.
He has stole his friend's work.
He stole his man. He robbed
Man,
his
I was
friend,
like,
bruh.
man.
It's not that he robbed him. He killed them.
He
Then
killed them.
robbed
And
him.
he robbed them.
Then he robbed
He killed
them.
them and he
Fuck.
robbed them.
And the
I-
whole
He robbed
and
the
the whole
dead.
story of no music, because your father left us.
dead
Yeah, he
dude.
left,
He had that-
but he was coming back.
And
He
he
said, "I don't
died.
want to do this no more. I want to go home with my family."
I miss.
He made those
Coco.
eyes.
I need you.
Yeah,
I miss my Coco,
when he
man.
and it was epic. But when he was down in that well, my family sheep, they're not gonna remember me.
Coco.
He was like, my Coco.
Coco.
I said, oh no, it's you, it's you,
Stop giving me
It's the
goosebumps.
fact,
bruh.
Between two dudes right now. You giving me goosebumps.
It's
Yeah,
the
this
fact
is
that,
epic, bruh.
man, I had judged.
We
I
don't
had
judge him.
Hector quickly.
Yeah.
I was like, he's a clown. He's
Yeah.
Not me, man.
He is a buffoon. I already
I did.
know.
He was-
it's
he
what
was-
his character brings
Yeah.
on
He was
the
just-
table. But I was just.
He was just a cool soul.
Huh?
And
He's
I-
just a good soul, man.
Yeah.
He was just a kind person who got. God, that man went through a lot. He got
He went through a
done
lot.
dirty,
He
bruh.
Got done
Yeah,
dirty.
he did.
Freak.
And the fact is, what makes it really cold is that he's in the underworld with his wife, and she wouldn't even speak to him.
Yeah.
They were there to say she wouldn't speak to him, and
But
then
she thought that he was
But that's
their
cool.
dad.
That's cool. But I could relate and understand how a lot of people and mothers do that to their kids.
Hold
man.
grudges.
Hold grudges.
Yeah.
Keep them away, and then cause a whole line to just forget about this one person when in fact that person did nothing. How she felt when she started singing,
Yeah, that was tight.
and he was like, "You can sing."
Yeah, Miguel was like, "You don't even want to sing me around. I don't want to be around none of you." And she started blowing. Oh man, I was like,
Man, her voice is beautiful. Her voice
Bruh.
is beautiful. It's just the fact that they tried is to force him to make shoes and like have. He was forced to
That's
be up in that business. I'm
culture.
like, nah, that's
Culture.
bullshit, man.
Yeah,
He want to
yeah.
be is a musician. Let him be that. He needs to forge his own destiny. His
But
own
you got to
path.
remember,
He,
we understand that looking at it, but you got to understand where that mother stood when she had to raise Coco by herself, thinking that the man of her dreams, her husband, abandoned them due to music. She couldn't afford nothing else like that ever to happen again. So she made sure the rest of that family never played music.
Yeah.
And for that boy to end up getting the gene of both parents being able to sing
Yeah.
and play music, that's what made me cry. When he got on stage and he finally got to perform
in front of the people.
he never got a chance to perform before.
Yeah, it was
and
tight.
he killed it.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's tight.
That little boy who did the work for him was amazing.
Dope.
Man.
Dope voice acting, 100%.
It was great.
The story, the script, the direction, the every character had something. The guide dog, the retarded looking one, W1, he did his thing. The more big, huge dragon horse, all those colors and shit, bro. Yeah, man. Looked like a live piano.
I like the colors. It was just beautiful.
Man, this shit looked bomb, bro.
Nice.
It's a shame Disney didn't.
It was that bridge. It's to enter. It's the Walking Dead.
Yeah,
and like, it was the flakes,
the flowers.
Of the flowers.
Yeah,
like, oh, this is nice.
Beautiful, bro.
It was glowing.
And he was just, hey, I just want to get to my family.
Yeah,
all that time, bro.
Yeah, the whole
you
time.
thought he was a slickster.
Yeah.
Man, he was just
like a con artist. That's what I thought. I'm like, yeah, he's
CoCo, bro.
He
was singing "Remember Me" to CoCo as a baby, and she's 100 years old, and she never forgot the song.
Yeah, she never have forgotten, bro. That's
the whole Enrique de la Fuente. She hey Miguel, you don't believe these stories, do you? Know that you robbed your best friend? No.
He was like,
take it away.
He's smart enough. He played that shit. He played. No other Disney character would have done that smart shit.
Yeah.
I don't believe none of that shit you talking about. Let me get away from here.
Right.
Original Disney? How could you do this?
Yeah.
What the shit is this? Lie, bro. Yeah. Lie. This is when lying is expected.
Go. And Enrique de la Fuente was even more smart. I ain't taking that risk. Throw him down the pit too. Oh, this fool was so bad.
Shout out to that Desi Arnaz feel to him. I don't know. Ricky Ricardo. Yeah. He felt like Desi Arnaz. Nigga playing, man. Where them Congos?
Yeah, you're right. He was in this whole world. The shrine celebrated Enrique de la Fuente. They worship, and that's why his parties were so big.
But peep game though, I didn't. When he said, "I have a grandson,"
I have a grandson.
Something triggered me. I didn't figure out the whole Hector part, but I was like, damn. He must have really been just smashing all kind of females. He must think too soon about.
I bought it that he didn't know he had a grandson. And he was like, hey, okay,
yeah.
Like, jeez. But gee.
and this is the way we would have found out that he wasn't his grandson. I give you my blessing. But
it didn't glow. I was like, why it didn't glow?
Said, you know what he said? Yeah, it didn't glow. And then he was like, wait, you don't believe what the Hector was saying, do you? Oh, no. So then they kind of stopped it right there, and we couldn't really figure out that because we would have known right there when he gave him the blessing, it didn't go and it didn't work.
Yeah, clever.
Very nice. That she was dope, bro. And then when they were in that
he stole his outfit, bro.
He stole his guitar, bro. He stole everything.
The whole picture, we looking like, okay, that's that dude. He had the wide shoulders.
It wasn't him, bro.
It wasn't even him. He stole his body structure.
There's people like that.
Still his I swear that picture was like,
he was
had this. It did shady, bro.
People are like that in real life.
That's some cold business.
That's some real life shit.
That's cool.
And I was just glad that my son was able to watch that type of stuff. And he was sad when he found out. He was like, I remember that night I was sick, and then you poisoned me.
Yeah.
He just fell out dead, bro.
Yeah.
Everybody was laughing at him, think he died off something stupid. He thought, thought he ate something bad.
Yeah.
I love that the dead. You have to be remembered.
Yeah.
For your family for you to come over. Yeah.
I like that.
That shit is tight, bro.
I like that.
And that picture had so much meaning. Hey, remember, Miguel, I do this deal with you. You put my picture on my mantle when you get back to the other world.
He was a side mission. He wasn't even, it's the main mission.
Exactly.
He was a side.
Exactly. So, all along, that picture, he didn't need to have that picture because he was in CoCo's picture.
Yeah.
All along. The picture that he gave Miguel to put on the shrine so he could be remembered to cross over.
Yeah.
And when it fell in that water in that lake, I was like, oh no, it's it, you're done. I was like, you're done. Man, this movie's tight, bro.
Yeah,
I said, man, I said, it's
and she went, when she said,
bruh,
when she was like,
movie's tight, bruh.
When he sang, Remember Me.
And before that though, she was forgetting. She was just sitting there in the chair.
She was forgetting. He was just,
she forgot. And here, you remember him? Grandma, you remember him? Just nothing. Grandma, please.
He got that
guitar. It was gone. He put that to and his dad said, no. Let him play.
Yes. Fonny stood up.
Let him play.
He stood up. He been sitting on the side the whole time.
But let him play.
Let him play it. And when he played that, remember, and she's just, remember me.
No,
Papa,
it was the fingers.
Papa.
It was the fingers.
She was like, Papa. This old woman calling for her Papa when she was 3-year-old, bruh. I started crying instantly, bruh. And I couldn't. It was some Mexican girl's name. I was.
And when she remembered her daughter's name, and I started crying.
Yeah.
Cause she didn't know who she was. Remember how she was like, who's Reese?
Yeah.
She remembered her name. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
The power of the love of her father gave her back her goddamn memory.
All that epic shit, bruh. And then she pulled the piece of the picture out, bruh.
She had it all.
She had the piece of the picture of her dad's face.
The whole time.
We like, god damn.
Ain't that something?
She's good.
She's good.
This movie is good. This is a
It was
freaking
the
epic
pacing.
freaking
It was
film.
good. I like the pacing.
It wasn't boring at all. There was no
It was
lagging parts.
Because it was a great mystery Disney film. We trying to figure out some shit.
Yeah, agreed.
The whole time.
Agreed.
And it was written so well where you couldn't figure it out in the beginning.
Masterful,
You
bro.
couldn't figure it out.
Masterful.
You
Whoever
can see
wrote
certain
this,
things.
man.
The
Kudos to
whole
you.
film was
not a predictable
unpredictable.
film. Not a
Unpredictable.
predictable
I was
film.
like, man,
Dope
this
movie,
is
man.
good.
Dope movie, man.
And like I cried at that part. He
And
had
they-
put out the guitar.
Cried like- I cried like a little
It was
bitch.
like some
And then-
tears on my, it's the crack of my eyes. I was like,
And then
no. No, let me get this. Let me get this.
I was like,
Suck
no.
that shit back in.
Right
back in.
Get back in here, tear.
I was like, no, what is this? Like, oh my God.
Shoot.
You know, and what at the very end, like it said 1 year later,
Yeah.
she had passed away.
But she was.
But she was still
A little girl.
she was an old lady, but a little girl in her daddy's arm, and her mom was back together, and they were family.
Yeah.
And bootleg Elvis.
Lee Unkrich and Jason Katz. Thank you for making an amazing film. Thank you for writing an amazing film. He wrote and directed it.
Type.
And Adrian Molina. And they said, I remember seeing the cast, the videos of it. They said they made sure that every person involved with this film from the cast was of Latino descent.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
It was ethically correct.
Yeah, it was correct.
And from everywhere. El Salvador, somewhere from Guatemala, there was some Spaniards. It was all that. It was all different types.
You need that, and that's what I think gave it that
Because when they were serving tamales, I'm like, oh shoot! Now you have it with a tamale. A tamale could be El Salvadorian, Mexican, Cuban, Puerto Rican, Dominican tamales. There's Peruvian tamales.
Yeah.
There's Costa Rican tamales. There's what's the one? Not Trinidad, but Papa. What's Papa and his family? Panamanian tamales, bruh. So that tamale was a symbol of culture in itself. So every single different ethnic could identify with that tamale.
Yes.
Didn't know what it was, but that everybody could identify with the tamale.
Yeah.
The elote, everybody eats the corn, but it's more of a Mexican, Salvadorian type
Shout
of
out
thing.
to Ralph Tamales.
Yeah, bro. Like she was the mariachis, the color. She was dope. The way the mariachis snuck him in to see Enrique.
Yeah,
that was dope. There wasn't no bullshit, bro. How many of them? No, go away,
It's
little
like,
boy.
you did good. You was great.
Hey, what's up, man? Snuck him in the freaking trombone. Man, them motherfuckers be sneaking you in some shit, bro. They'll smuggle the shit out of you.
That's some culture shit. That motherfucker to the bone, bro.
They look, man. They look out for each other, bro. That's the problem I got with black folk, man, in this hood. Less looking out for each other, bro. And I can always say that about the freaking Mexicans in this area, the Latinos. They be looking out for each other, bro.
Yeah, bro. They sure do.
Shout out.
They get a job at McDonald's, they're getting their family in.
They're
Making everybody.
They're getting
The whole
strangers
squad.
in. You feel me?
The whole squad.
5 of them living in a 3-bedroom house to save money to get an 8-bedroom house.
Make it happen, yeah.
Bro, I just love that shit, man. Look at the freaking leaves going by. This shit is epic, bro.
Yeah.
The dog had his story arc, bro. The mom, the grandma, CoCo, Miguel, Enrique de Fuente, and my man Hector.
Hector, yeah.
I have
Hector
not
was
been so impressed and I felt so bad for Hector, and I still do. He
do too.
couldn't catch a break,
He couldn't.
and he ended up winning at the end.
He wanted the end.
He did.
He won at the end thanks to his
That was
grandson.
my
His great-grandson.
Great-grandson.
character. It was Hector. I
Yeah.
gotta say, throughout this whole film,
He was
Hector.
humble. He was.
He was humble.
There was no bullshit around him. He was just a
I
nice
had-
person.
And you know the crazy thing? He
Judge
never
him.
gave up hope.
Nope.
He never did.
You know, and you know, I felt
You know how many
this-
times he tried to cross through that bridge of security and shit? He been doing that shit every year,
Wait,
bro.
wait.
Hey, costumes and shit.
He said, "Where's my dress?" I lost it. It's gone, bro. It's gone.
Yeah.
But you know what? One part that actually really hurt, it hit me, is when he went to get the guitar, so Miguel could play, and it was that old dude, and he had been forgotten.
Yeah.
He was ill. He was getting old.
Yeah.
And he said, play that song for me.
Yeah.
He played the song for him.
Yeah.
And he passed away.
Yeah.
And it's like, damn,
you passed away from passing away. Like you're completely gone. It showed another finality of death. Remembrance, it goes to that classic saying, they're never really gone so long as you remember them.
Yeah.
That holds so much more weight. This is the greatest Disney movie ever made, bruh. This is the greatest Disney movie ever made. Lion King and Beauty and the Beast got freaking wrecked by this movie.
Yeah. Obviously.
Period. So, let's go ahead and get some grades. You got anything else to say? Anything else?
I'm gonna be honest.
Disney
Disney has literally every year has stepped it up to a level where it's just getting better as far as with people and personality and what's going on in the real world. You have a movie like Inside Out, which I thought was phenomenal. Talk about a person's personality, mentality, emotions. Then you come in, you bring Zootopia, which shows about what the world is really about with racism and socialism and all kind of other discrimination, all kind of stuff like that. And then you bring out CoCo. That's a straight family, true oriented film that teaches you so much about kind of low-key respecting your elders and understanding and learning who they are, because it really will matter. And it shows...
And the elders learning from the children.
Exactly.
The innocence of youth. And the bias and grudges that they hold. And they even got a lesson.
I don't even like this score I'm seeing right here, bruh. 8.8? 8.8, bruh. Yeah. How dare you do that, but you give Thor Ragnarok like freaking phenomenal.
Yeah.
Crazy. People are smoking crack.
Yeah. 8.8 is relatively high for IMDb, though.
It's bullshit.
Let's look up his Rotten Tomatoes.
I don't know. We should do that.
Let's do it, man. Freak it.
So that ice cream truck, huh?
He hates me.
In the morning.
97%.
All right, we winning.
Yeah.
Look at that sheet. 97%, 95% audience, bruh.
Mm-hmm.
You
I
tell
want to
me
see that one person sit in and like this movie. What they say?
212 people liked it, and 7. Let's see who these reviewers are. This is what I asked y'all to do. Find out, look for those Rotten Tomatoes, and then see what they say about this freaking movie. It's gonna be hard to find them. 7 people thought this was a bad movie. Ain't that some shit? Ain't that some shit?
I don't know what this.
Here we go. Martha K. Barker. She's from St. Louis. She from Missouri. The children. Let's read this sheet. Let's read her synopsis. So here it is. The latest Pixar began. A hush fell over the crowd. A hush unaltered for nearly 2 hours as the mind-boggling history and myth were set forth in exposition. As great banners of sound swirled about, as colors insisted on being absorbed, and still, the children sat dumbfounded, absorbed like those colors. Like the children didn't understand it? He says the children piped, asked no questions, not even about Pixar's vaunted adherence to culture and history, well, except for leaving native-born Indians out of the Mexican mix. They listened to the voice work of Anthony Gonzalez as Miguel and Gael Garcia Bernal and Benjamin Bratt. They followed the finely detailed animation, especially the amazing finger of guitarists. They behaved entertained by it all. The story and the songs, me? Not so much. So the visuals that we just talked about, the entertainment, the voice acting excellence, and all of that culture, her, not so much. You bigot motherfreaker. Yeah. That's the light. That's the. Look at her. Her name is Martha K. Baker. We watched a beautiful movie, and you're talking about the lack of Indian inside of this Mexican. What the freak?
And they don't know the culture. That's what it is.
There's Mexicans that are descendants of Indians. What are you freaking Native American? Native
like one. Man, just like,
and you know what's funny? You know what's funny about this dumb bitch? Let me tell you what she wrote. She used the word Indian, not Native American.
Yeah.
Bitch.
Unprofessional. Damn.
That's crazy, bruh. You're trying to. I want to find that freaking sentence.
It's up there, right there,
It was higher?
right there. It's in the third paragraph.
Protect them again. No one understood the answers. History. Here we go. Here it is. Let me read you this sentence for this dumb motherfucker right here.
Yeah, she
When you getting called out. She says, the children piped, asked no questions, not even about Pixar's vaunted adherence to culture and history. Well, except for leaving native-born Indians out of the Mexican mix. They're called Native Americans, motherfreaker. You're calling them Indians.
Yeah,
You're trying to rep for someone that didn't get included in the film and you disrespecting the name?
but you gotta realize too. You gotta understand this too. Just because
Bigot.
a kid didn't ask questions, that means that's a complete film. That means they understood exactly what was going on. When you sit there and ask questions all the time, it means you kind of lost.
Oh my God.
When you pay attention to something, you're like, here we go, I get it. This is stuff, I love it.
Here's her. This is a Rotten Tomato critic, guys. She's from KDHX. Written by Martha K. Baker. KDHX.org. She's one of the 7 who gave this a rotten score because they left out Indians and why kids weren't asking questions about Indian culture.
That's some cold.
And y'all run with this Rotten Tomatoes like it's life.
Yeah, man.
Man, miss me with that shit,
I
bro.
wonder what she said about Thor Ragnarok.
Miss me with that shit, bro. That's living proof, man, that you can't please everybody. And her bigotry is showed itself in this 3-paragraph review. Her review only had 3 paragraphs, bro.
She had nothing to talk about.
She had nothing.
Yeah,
I'm looking at her. I'm looking at your review. You got 3 paragraphs. You know how many times people review it and it's 3 pages long? 10, 12 paragraphs? She got 3 paragraphs and she got nothing. This is some hate right here, bro.
Ain't no positive
This is
or
some
nothing.
hate.
All
We need to expose
negative.
this person. I'm gonna put her name. I'm putting her name in the title. There you go, right there. Go look her up. She's a Rotten Tomato critic. Man, miss me. This was a great
might
movie.
be on some
was
shit,
great.
man.
It was a
Sorry,
good
calling
movie.
out these whack
It was a good movie.
reviewers. Hey, you know what though? I like the movie a lot. I am going to pre-order it when I get in the house. It's on pre-order, still book 4K. I'll make sure I get
Ain't no
my
4K
copy.
for Disney films. It's just only Blu-ray.
Told me that and I was like, you're right. Why the
4K.
freak doesn't Disney release
It's just
animated
Blu-ray,
movies in
just a
4K?
regular
You gotta
Blu-ray.
release them twice to make double the money.
Nah, bro. There's no 4K.
Yeah,
no 4K
well,
Disney movies. I thought about it. Like, you're right.
Me,
There's no
I
4K Disney movies.
coming out,
I
it's
have
coming
brought it.
Disney tripping.
I'd already pre-ordered it, so I'm just waiting.
Well, I'm getting a steelbook. It doesn't matter.
Steelbook getting got. Steelbook don't
Coco,
matter.
yeah.
It's still gonna look good on the TV. It'll upscale it to 4K anyway. It'll look good.
Oh,
So
man.
give a freak.
I want
So
a Coco doll.
she was beautiful. All right, let's go ahead and grade this movie. I give this movie an A+. Perfect. Greatest Disney movie of all time. Period. And it's almost not even close.
If I was in it, it'd get an A+, but since I wasn't, they didn't use my voice. I'm gonna give this movie a solid A.
For sure.
Me, a solid A.
For sure. Put down in the comment section what you guys think about this. Make sure you go check out that website so you can ask her that bigot
was crazy.
your questions. That bigot. And that was only the first one we saw.
He
Yeah.
doesn't understand Hispanic culture.
All right, peace out, y'all.
It has
We
to
out.
do with it.
All right, peace.
Deuces.
Michael Jackson.